from Calgary, Alberta, Charlie Hubley. And his opponent, hails from Cape Breton Island, your Kaizen heavyweight champion, Covey.
And just like that, we're back with our friends from the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Academy for tonight's main event. The Kaizen Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Covey Christ, back in action, and this time going one-on-one with Charlie Hubley, a product of the Storm Wrestling Academy, training under Lance Storm. Referee calls for the bell and we're off with this thing. Main event time here on episode 17, the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Covey Christ, versus the GOAT, Charlie Hubley. And it'll be a very interesting feeling out process here early on. A clash of styles in this main event. Charlie Hubley loves to implement some high-risk maneuvers in his arsenal. Meanwhile, Covey Christ, a mad technician, would love nothing more than to keep this entire contest on the ground. And Hubley maybe looking to beat him at his own game right here. Snapping the arm over the shoulder blade, but Covey quickly breaking the grip, and that's just how quick he can bring it down. Charlie Hubley now finding himself in a very bad position as Covey has the knee right on the shoulder blade. Wrist control right now, and Hubley, realizing the danger he was in, able to get out of it and grabbing hold of the arm of Covey. Back and forth they go here early on, though. Covey able to take Charlie down once again. Shoulders not down on the canvas, Covey retaining wrist control. Fireman's carry connecting from Hubley, but quickly, Covey Christ putting his limbs to good use, trying to tie up the GOAT, but Hubley quickly outstretching the legs, getting him on the ropes. Referee forcing a break of the hold, and Covey standing tall center of the ring, awaiting Hubley to get back to his feet. You gotta believe a win here will be huge for the GOAT Charlie Hubley in the world of Kaizen Pro Wrestling. Could immediately put him on the map for a future championship opportunity if he can knock off Covey here tonight. Not even a one count there on the canvas, and the leg is free for the taking, but Hubley once again quickly to the ropes. Grabbing hold of the bottom rope, forcing Covey to release, and he's not happy about it. Hubley back to his feet, and Covey faked him out right there. A little pump fake from the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, having some fun here, pissing off Charlie Hubley early on. Charlie with the arm in his possession once again, trying to maintain control of Covey Christ, but twisting all around into the waistlock, taking him down to the canvas, and Covey once again looking to pick Charlie Hubley apart. Hammerlock variation on the canvas. Hubley, though, rolling all around, back to his feet, and connecting with a stomp to Covey. No more wrestling around for Charlie Hubley, and we're throwing big-time forearms. Center of the ring. Oh, and that was cheap. Charlie Hubley right at the throat of Covey Christ. And look at the hang time on the back elbow. Right back up to his feet. Charlie Hubley dropping Covey Christ and stomping on the hand now. That can't feel good. Barking at Covey Christ all the while, standing on his hands. Tried to double stomp the hands right there, but Covey connecting with a drop kick. And drilling Hubley down with a shoulder tackle. Covey catching himself on the ropes and repaying the favor. A stomp to the hand of Charlie Hubley, who looked for the drop down right there. Side headlock from Covey, but a handful of hair from Hubley, and he's the one with control of the head. Repays the favor with a shoulder tackle of his own. Covey up to his feet, connecting with the enziguri. Dropping Charlie Hubley and a headlock takeover. Great ring positioning here from the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Charlie Hubley flat on the canvas right now, and Covey Christ in firm control. A one count right there as the shoulder was down. Referee in great position as well. Charlie Hubley, though, working his way back to a vertical base, sending Covey into the turnbuckle. Uh-oh. Off the top, spiraling through the air and connecting with a forearm. Drop Repping Covey Christ, and now the GOAT Charlie Hubley in a great position here in our episode 17 main event. Putting the boots to Covey in the corner, and now just stepping on his throat. Charlie Hubley choking Covey in the corner, and the referee has to rip him away. Charlie Hubley going nuts here in our episode 17 main event. A huge opportunity for him to show up and show out. Covey rolling out of the way, connecting with a forearm in the corner. Snapmares him forward. Oh man! What a kick right there from Covey! But not nearly enough damage done to keep down Charlie Hubley. Only a 1 count right there from the referee, and it's back to work for Covey Christ. Backing him to the ropes, Hubley reversing the whip. Cartwheel from Covey right to the midsection, and an up kick connecting. What a combination. Hubley tried to answer with a kick of his own. Neckbreaker connecting from Covey. Cover. Only a 2 count from the referee, though. Not enough for the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion to walk out victorious once again. And he said he's going to drop him on his head. Bad news for Charlie Hubley. Covey looking to hook the arms. But he just got dropped on his tuchus. Chop block from Hubley. Full steam ahead with the kick from Hubley. Up and down goes Covey Christ. Back suplex into the cover. Only a 2 count though from the referee, and the GOAT Charlie Hubley not pleased. Quite a combination right there to the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, and quite a kick from Charlie Hubley. Popping off the second rope right there, stomp to the center of the back, and laying in a few. Covey Christ in a bad way on the canvas right now as Hubley picking him apart. Ripping him away from the ropes now. Maybe looking to turn him over here for a single leg Boston Crab. Covey connecting with a kick of his own though. Able to reach through, and now he's got control of the limb. Oh, come on now. Hubley ripping at the eyes of Covey Christ, obstructing the vision, and it's got to make it tough for him to see right now. That may have been his only way out. Scoop and a slam center of the ring. Hubley crushing him with a senton, driving the air out of his body, and not good enough for a 3 count. Covey Christ continues to persevere and continues to get the shoulder up. Hubley says he's going to make the decision for him. Covey gingerly pulling himself up to his feet. 2 straight chops for Charlie Hubley. But he returns fire with 2 straight chops. And now looking to elevate Covey Christ. We talked about this earlier. Charlie Hubley with an insane array of high-risk maneuvers, and maybe looking for a superplex right here on Covey. Body shot connecting. Covey trying to fight for his life up there. Tucks the head and drills him with a kick. And now Hubley on the shoulders. Inverted Finley roll right there. Drills him into the mat. Covey Christ with a hell of a combination, but not good enough for victory. Only a 2 count from the referee. And now Covey looks to go up top, calling for the God Stomp here, one of his signature maneuvers as Charlie Hubley stirring on the canvas. Covey heading to the top rope. No water in the pool on the God Stomp. On the shoulders now. Covey able to slip off the back. Hubley able to rip him forward. Covey goes for the leg. Hubley putting on the brakes. And now drilling elbows into his back. Tucks the arm. And drives his knees right into the back of Covey Christ. My goodness. Only a 2 count though. 2. Charlie Hubley can't believe it. What a backstabber right there to Covey Christ. who's in immense pain on the canvas, and Hubley now squaring him up, awaiting Covey to get back to his feet, and he's got something dastardly planned. Fireman's carry position here. Covey fighting off with elbows. But a wicked elbow from Hubley, sending Covey back a few feet. Passes him by and connecting with a German suplex. Covey Christ using the momentum of Hubley bouncing off the ropes. Blocks the shot. Big time kick connecting. Make it 2. Covey Christ hitting this dude at all angles. And the back of his head drilled off Covey's knee. Still not good enough for the win. Referee says only a count of 2. Charlie Hubley getting the shoulder off the canvas. What a war here in our episode 17 main event from the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Academy. Covey back to his feet. Maybe now is the time he can drop him on his head. Hubley continuing to try to fight away, trying to break the grip of Covey. Fireman's carry position. Swings him flat on the canvas. Rolling backwards, and he's got the leg right there. Single leg Boston Crab, and Covey Christ in a very bad way. Over an arm's length away from the bottom rope, he can't just reach out and grab it, as close as he may be. Hubley with a ton of torque on the leg. Covey pushing him through, able to trap the leg. Only a 2 count right there from the referee. Hubley's up quickly. Looking to take to the sky again. Nobody home on the top rope crossbody. Covey out of the way. Backs him to the corner. Hubley reversing the whip. Covey off the second rope through the legs. Jumps up and he's got the arm hook to Charlie Hubley. And that's not the end game. Tripping him down. He's got the leg hook now at Charlie Hubley. Great ring positioning, and that's all he can take. Hubley has to tap out. An insane amount of torque right there on the knee and leg of Hubley from Covey Christ, and that secures him another victory. Folks, thank you for joining us for this special showcase episode, along with our friends from Kaizen Pro Wrestling. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. for the Season 3 finale of The Road.
Yeah.